Joining me on our property talk this week, when we talk property, we keenly look at the essence of property management. And Mr. Nan again, or Councillor Nan, who is of course a lawyer by legal background, joins me on the set again. How are you? And good to see you again, sir.
How are you doing?
Now, before we go any further, the key question would be, the last time we had a chat with you, there was the landlord tenants bill that needed to be reviewed. How far are we? I believe the audience would want to have a bit of a catch-up, follow-up in terms of what's happening in the legal world when it comes to the area of that bill particularly.
I would also thank our viewers for being consistent and supporting the property show and KPG. Landlord-tenant bill, there were so many areas of contention, so the government took a position, and Parliament, the legislative arm of the body, the legislative body of government that makes the laws, that they have to do more consultations, especially with the stakeholders. When you talk about the stakeholders, we are talking about the property developers, the commercial property developers, the property owners, and the tenants, the occupants of this property.
KPG, as we will know now, is one of the key players in as far as property management is concerned. You will be at the UK Convention, and of course your services are still available here, but there's a new theme you've come up with, securing your
Investment.
Now we're talking about real estate. What does that theme carry in itself?
Well, we carried out our market research and development and figured out that there's been an increase in remittances, and one of our sources was the World Bank report, where you realize that there's been a 14% increase from 1.2 billion to 1.37 billion from 2016 to 2017, and most of this money that was being remitted back home in Uganda and other East African countries is being remitted from the persons, Ugandans, that work and live overseas. And you find that most of the money that's being remitted is remitted because there is an intention to create and to open business windows. There is an intention to create business opportunities, and with real estate market and real estate investment, you never go wrong. So we are telling our brothers and sisters that live out there that when we are here in Uganda, we can help them secure the investment. That's our theme.
The diaspora market and the Ugandan market, when we talk real estate, of course, when you come to Uganda, it becomes one. What is your observation with the current trends in our real estate sector and real estate market right now? Where are we at from where we were? Is there progress? Is there not progress from your perspective?
Actually, there's been progress in the real estate market. You can find that there are new trends that are coming. For example, studio apartments are being built. You find that people are starting to buy condominium apartments. You find that we're even having more residences being built for sale. And there is that commercialization that's taking place of the real estate market. And real estate, like I said, you never go wrong. But oftentimes you find that real estate developers never go through all the phases they're supposed to go through. For example, with KPG, we play an advisory role. When someone comes and they want to buy land, and I've often times told them that what are the mandatory prerequisites that you have to go through to make sure that good title is passed to you. Away from that, when you already have the land, we have to carry for you a suitability test to make sure that the project or the housing that you need to put there suits your target market. For example, you find that someone is going to build high-end rental apartments in Chengeda or Bulenga, and the return on investment is hitting a dead end because of their target market. Because the people that target these high-end rental apartments are looking at the amenities and the proximity to the central business district, etc., etc. The other thing that we're helping our clients do is price identification. When you own the estate and you want to lay it out, we can carry for you market research to identify the price. How much are you looking at? And we do this in our advisory and assurance. Back to our question on trends. The trends are very, 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 very good. I can say that anyone that is going to invest in real estate is not making a bad choice.
As we get to conclude, somebody that is watching right now, they have a property or they are planning to have a property. Where does KPG come in? At what point in time does KPG as a property management brand come in? To what level? What kind of services do you offer, and which kind of people do you actually would you want to access? Is it only the commercial property owners? Does it also include the individual? Who are the people that actually consume your services?
Well, KPG as a real estate and property management firm comes into play at inception of the idea of the real investment idea. That when you're going to make a real estate investment and you have the idea, that's when KPG comes in, because you can come and introduce your idea to KPG, and then they can help you get the good title and carry for you the market research and development and give you assurance and an advisory on what kind of project you're going to do, the return on investment, whether it's suitable. And then the other arm, the property management arm, for someone that already has an established commercial or residential apartment or unit that needs KPG, should be looking at the services of track performance. We track the performance. Should be looking at the audit trails. Should be looking at the remittance plans that we draft with the existing tenants. Should be looking at how we manage the physical asset, how we monitor, how we do our inspections. They should be looking at the marketing tools we use to market the let-ins and let-outs, how we manage the let-outs and make sure that property doesn't get dilapidated when the let-out is going on. They should be looking at our platforms. And then, importantly, for our people in the diaspora, and what we're going to be showing them are the model homes we can build for them and how they can be able to track our performance when they're out there. Because they've had a challenge where they had to send money to their friends and cousins and family members and came back and they didn't actually realize the return. There was that value for money audit.
Awesome.
That was never done.
We look forward to hosting you at the UK convention, of course, and of course to all our viewers. If you have a diaspora person, whether it's in the USA for UNA or in the UK for the UK convention, or you are actually in Uganda, KPG would be the brand that you would want to secure that investment or that property of yours, or the due diligence that is required as far as that real estate project that you have ongoing. It's a Property Talk, and we're right here at Nina Interiors, where our studio set up usually.